My dear friends and my dear young students, Jai Hind, Jai Bharat. Today we are going to discuss the great personality and the revolutionary life of Durga Bhabhi. She had been deeply connected with the Hindustan Socialist Republican Association in the first war of independence, 1857. Rani Lakshmi Bai, Rani Chenamma, Avanti Bai, Ajijan Bai, so many other great women revolutionaries participated in first war of independence. In the national freedom movement led by Congress Party, so many women leaders emerged in national movement. For example, Annie Besant, Kasturba Gandhi, Sarojini Naidu, Vijay Lakshmi Pandit, Kamala Nehru, Rajkumari Amrit Kaur, so many others. So, in the national revolutionary struggle led by great revolutionaries, the name of Madam Bhimkaji Kama is very famous name. Kalpana Dutt, Priti Lata Vadedar, Durga Bhabhi, Shushila Didi, and so many participated in the revolutionary national struggle. After a brutal killing of Lala Lajpat Rai by the British officers named James Scott, HSRA, Hindustan Socialist Republican Association, decided to avenge the brutal murder of Lalaji. Durga Bhabhi helped Bhagat Singh to escape from the Lahore to Calcutta by becoming the wife of Bhagat Singh. A great devotional bravery in revolutionary struggle made her a legend in the revolutionary movement. She was born on 7th October 1907 in district Kaushambi. Kaushambi is near Allahabad, in Tehsil Sirathu, village Shehzadpur. Her father was a Nazir in Collectorate, Allahabad Collectorate. And her mother was a house lady. But she was just 10 years old. Her mother died suddenly by some illness. Her aunt fostered her in Allahabad. And she was just 11-year-old when she was married to Bhagwati Charan Vohra. Then she was in the only third class. In third class, she was just married to Bhagwati Charan Vohra, who was just 15 years old. In 1918, she was married. So, she came to Lahore. The father of Bhagwati Charan Vohra was Shiv Charan Vohra. He was a higher officer in the railway department, and he was also ordained as a title Rai Bahadur. When the title was given to him, Bhagwati Charan Vohra annoyed and left his out. So since very childhood, Bhagwati Charan Vohra was having a revolutionary temperament, revolutionary character, revolutionary devotion. So the personality and the character of Bhagwati Charan Vohra also rendered a great impact on the character of Durga Bhabhi also. She was highly influenced by the character of her husband, Bhagwati Charan Vohra. So she continued her studies in Lahore and took a graduation degree, and she became teacher in a school. And Bhagwati Charan Vohra emerged as a great theoretician of Hindustan Republican Association. A great theoretician. Bhagat Singh and Bhagwati Charan Vohra established Naujawan Bharat Sabha. Naujawan Bharat Sabha. It's a very famous name in the revolutionary history of Hindustan Socialist Republican Association, which was earlier Hindustan Republican Army, which was established by Sachinnath Sanyal. In 1925, a son was born in the family of Bhagwati Charan Vohra and Durga Bhabhi. His son was named after great revolutionary Sachinnath Sanyal, who who was given 2-time life sentence by the British government. He was a revolutionary of the Ghadar party earlier, and after released from the Andaman in 1921, he established Hindustan Republican Army in Banaras in 1922. So after his name, her son was named by as Sachin. Shashina Sanyal, Sachin. The character and devotion of the freedom struggle, she devoted her life to the revolutionary struggle. She came in contact with the revolutionaries in Dehradun when the National College students came to participate in a cultural function in Dehradun. She met with other revolutionaries. After it, a celebration of the martyrdom of Kartara Singh Sarabha in Lahore, she participated. And first time she decided to devote her life for the revolutionary movement along with her husband Bhagwati Charan Vohra. As I have already told you that Bhagwati Charan Vohra was a great freedom fighter, great revolutionary since childhood, and he emerged as a great theoretician, founder of Naujawan Bharat Sabha. So he came in contact with the revolutionaries of Hindustan Republican Army led by Ram Prasad Bismil in those days and by Sachinda Sanyal. So they became full-time revolutionaries. House of Durga Bhabhi and Bhagwati Charan Vohra became the major center of the revolutionaries in Lahore. And they just giving full-time their life, their money to, they were quite rich people from the rich background. As I have already told you that the father of Bhagwati Charan Vohra was a higher railway officer. He was a propertied man. And Bhagwati Charan Vohra used to give economic help to the party, and he also emerged as a big leader. There was a person named Jaidev Vidyalankar who was professor in National College. He has disseminated a rumor about Bhagwati Charan Vohra. That is a British agent in the revolutionary movement. Chandrasekhar Azad, who was a commander-in-chief of the revolutionary movement, also became very much suspicious. And he ordered to inquire about the reality. So he deputed his two comrades, two revolutionaries named Vishwanath Vaishampayan and Kailash Patti to inquire about this allegation made by Jaidev Vidyalankar, who was a sympathizer of the party. He was not a leader, he was not an activist, but he was a sympathizer of the Hindustan Socialist Republican Army. So they reported to Azad it's a false rumor and they are highly devoted revolutionaries of a great character. So Azad just loved Bhagwati Charan Vohra very much. And when Lalaji was brutally killed by the James Scott and by Saunders, John Saunders, in a julus against Simon Commission. Simon Commission came to India in 1930 and it arrived in Lahore. Then Congress party demonstrated vehemently and in a lathi charge Lalaji was killed. It was a brutal, big scars came on his head and other parts of the body on 17th November 1928 he died. On 17th December, revolutionaries of Hindustan Socialist Republican armies killed John Saunders. They came to kill Scott, but Scott was not found on the spot. And instead of Scott, they killed John Saunders because he was equally responsible for the brutal killing of Lalaji. So there was a police investigation was going on, and they found there was a Sikh young boy also in that murder of John Saunders, open murder. So Azad ordered Durga Bhabhi to carry out Bhagat Singh successfully from Lahore to Calcutta because British police was behind him. So he changed her garb and garbed as a British British lady. She was a very beautiful lady, and she was garbed in a British lady. And Bhagat Singh himself changed his dress, his whole whole outward outward structure into a British officer. So they successfully escaped from Lahore to Calcutta. Bhagwati Charan Vohra and Sushila Didi both received them to station of Calcutta. Bhagwati Charan Vohra came to Calcutta in taking part in the Congress Party session. He was also deeply connected with the Congress Party. So they were received, and Sushila Didi, who was also a great revolutionary, we will make a separate video on Sushila Didi. They were sheltered in the house of Lala Chhajumal. Lala Chhajumal was a big merchant of Marwari orientation, and her daughter was taught by Sushila Didi. She was also a teacher. So she managed anyhow to take a very wonderful shelter in Calcutta. Azad also accompanied Bhagat Singh to Calcutta. Azad met Jatindranath Das, who was a professor of chemistry in Calcutta University. He was also associated with the revolutionary movement of Bengal, and Azad and Bhagat Singh both convinced him to join Hindustan Socialist Republican Army. So he joined it. With his help, so many factories were established in Saharanpur, in Kanpur, in Lahore, in Agra, in so many other places. And Bhagwati Charan Vohra and Durga Bhabhi made a great role in establishing those bomb factories. They themselves learned how to make bomb in the guidance of Jatin Das. Jatin Das later on died in hunger strike in Lahore jail. So he was a great revolutionary. Because we are concentrating our topic or our discussion only on Durga Bhabhi, so we are not going in detail in the character of other people, other revolutionaries. So many, as I already told you, the manifesto of the Naujawan Bharat Sabha was written by Bhagwati Charan Vohra. And when Bhagat Singh, 8 and 9 September is a very important date, 1928, when a great meeting was held in Firoz Shah Kotla ground, in which Bhagwati Charan Vohra participated. Chandrasekhar did not participate, but his blessings were with the meeting. On the resolution of Bhagat Singh, Hindustan Republican Army changed its name and the objective as Hindustan Socialist Republican Association. Army became an association, and the objective, along with the full freedom, socialism, establishment of socialism in Indian society, was also main objective of Hindustan Socialist Republican Army. So revolutionaries of Hindustan Republican Army agreed to change the name unanimously, and the mind behind it was of Bhagat Singh and Bhagwati Charan Vohra. They were the both main theoreticians of this new party. Party was old, but the name was new. Objective were new. So Durga Bhabhi also played a major role in the revolutionary movement along with her husband. She came to party with the association of her husband in 1928. 7 members, as I already told you, 7-member Simon Commission came to India, and that episode we have already mentioned, when Durga Bhabhi successfully taken Bhagat Singh from Lahore to Calcutta by a changed garb. So she was a very, very brave lady. Only very, very little child were with them in those days. And Durga Bhabhi told Bhagat Singh, if any fire come to you, just you use my child to safeguard yourself. Your life is more important for the revolutionary movement. That was a height of devotion. But Azad, commander-in-chief, very much believed both the personalities in taking all the advices, all the theoretical and the action-oriented work done by Hindustan Socialist Republican Army, Bhagwati Charan Vohra and Durga Bhabhi played a very, very major role. So Azad led the revolutionary movement, but Bhagwati Charan Vohra and Bhagat Singh played a great theoretical role, as well as the role of action-oriented revolutionaries. So after this operation of Lalaji, the great operation was successfully made by Bhagat Singh and Batukeshwar Dutt, just to throwing a bomb in National Assembly, throwing a bomb against the bill which was introduced as a public safety bill and the trade dispute bill. That was the date 9th April 1929. Remember this date. I say to my friends, it's a very important date in the revolutionary movement when Batukeshwar Dutt and Bhagat Singh both offered their arrest after throwing bomb, the bomb of noise only. It was not a very dangerous or killer bomb. So they offered their arrest because they can put their ideas before the nation through the court, through the case. So in that case, Bhagat Singh and Batukeshwar Dutt were sentenced for the life, and later on, Bhagat Singh was arrested in the Lahore conspiracy case. In the Sanders murder case, so many others were also arrested along with Bhagat Singh. And in the course of that case, Durga Bhabhi has sold his all ornaments, gold ornaments, which were around 20 tolas, and the whole money. So she was a great lady. She always managed arms, ammunition, making bombs, along with the other great work, as I have said, mentioned. When they thrown bomb, Mahatma Gandhi wrote a pamphlet, Cult of Bomb. In reply of that article of Mahatma Gandhi condemning the revolutionary action in Parliament, Bhagwati Charan Vohra wrote a pamphlet under the title Philosophy of Bomb. The pamphlet was published by Hindustan Socialist Republican Army on a large scale. It was the answer of the Mahatma Gandhi's philosophy of bomb. So there is a great story. There is a great story of the revolutionaries in which Durga Bhabhi and Bhagwati Charan Vohra both participated wonderfully, and they sacrificed their life. When Bhagat Singh was in jail, so there was a possibility that he will be sentenced to death. So revolutionaries were making bomb in Lahore, and they tested a bomb near the bank of Ravi. Yashpal, Vesham Payan and Bhagwati Charan Vohra and Sukhdev Raj. Sukhdev Raj is another revolutionary. He is different from the Sukhdev who was in jail in Lahore conspiracy case, in which Bhagwati Charan Vohra died. Pin was just loose, and Bhagwati Charan Vohra himself tested that bomb. When the information came to Durga Bhabhi, she faced a very with a great courage, with a great patience. There was a great setback to the revolutionary movement. That Bhagwati Charan Vohra, who was the mind of the party, he died. Not only the mind, but a great action-oriented person also, along with the theoretical person who has answered Mahatma Gandhi, who has written the manifesto of the party. So Vishwanath Vesham Payan brought this news to other revolutionaries, and that there is a great setback. But even then, she did not frustrate it. She continued to help revolutionaries. She continued to participate in revolutionary movement. When Bhagwati Babu died, she was only 23 years old. Only 23 years old. And just to estimate that happened on, that episode happened on 7th October 1939. 31, sorry. Not 9. 7th October 1930, sorry. 7th October 1930, Bhagwati Babu died. Bhagwati Charan Vohra died. So, remarkable patience she has shown on the on her husband death on 7th October 1930. Ultimately, the judgment on the Bhagat Singh case, Lahore Punch case was announced, and Bhagat Singh, Rajguru and Sukhdev were sentenced to death. And Shiv Verma, Kamalnath Tiwari, Gaya Prasad, Kishori Lal, Mahavir Singh, Vijay Kumar Sinha, so many were sentenced for life in Kala Pani. Azad was killed in Alfred Park on 27th February 1931. He used his Mauser and fought till his death. When only one ammunition remained in his pistol, only one, he killed himself. The Mauser was provided to Azad by Durga Bhabhi. Durga was very expert in uh, attaining or having bombs and having other ammunition from Rajasthan, from other places, from Madhya Pradesh. So she was very expert lady in this respect, that the Mauser which was used by Azad, it was provided by Durga Bhabhi. So her role was always underestimated in the revolutionary movement. Though she was a she was in the major, she was a front revolutionary like Bhagwati Charan Vohra. She used to bring automatic weapons for the party. She arrived in Bombay in absconding when the whole of the party was crushed. Lala Azad was killed. Whole of the party was crushed by British government. She went to Bombay along with Yashpal, and she strived to kill Governor Haley. Governor Haley was the brutal governor who crushed revolutionaries. So she went Bombay to kill him, but unfortunately the fire missed, and his bodyguard was injured badly. His military bodyguard was Mr. Taylor. She escaped. Before it, in 1929, Durga Bhabhi, Bhagwati Charan Vohra, Yashpal and other persons tried to explode train of the Viceroy train near Delhi. But unfortunately, due to fog, it was December 1929 when they tried to explode the Viceroy train. So train did not, the bomb just missed its target and the pantry car of the Viceroy blasted. So she was badly wanted in so many cases. She was wanted in the bomb blast case of the Viceroy, in the Haley murder case, attempt to murder case. So she was arrested from a flat from Bombay along with Yashpal, revolutionary Yashpal, who was also a great writer, who has written Singhavalokan on the history of the HSRA, on the revolutionary movement. She was kept 3 years in jail, but there was no evidence was produced by the British government. So she was released in 1935, but she was debarred from the Lahore. जिला बदर कहते हैं, जिला बदर कर दी गई. Then she came to Delhi. In Delhi, she joined Congress Party and became the president of the Pradesh Congress Party. But she became quite frustrated by the tactics or by the ideology of the Congress Party. You know that revolutionaries were not accepting the non-violent theory of the Congress Party and the Mahatma Gandhi, philosophy of Mahatma Gandhi. So she left Congress Party and went to Chennai to take a training of the Montessori teacher. She was teacher in Lahore also. She was worked as a teacher in Lahore school also. But now she has gone to, it was the year 1939. She came from after 1 year and opened a school in Lucknow, Montessori school. Lucknow Montessori School. She made a trust. The major trustees were Acharya Narendra Dev and Rafi Ahmad Kidwai. Both were the Congress leaders of the left leanings. They have great sympathy with the revolutionaries, and both were made trustees of the Montessori School Trust. Trust school became very successful. It was started by the only 5 students, poor students. After independence, Pandit Nehru also came to the school, and he knew very well to Durga Bhabhi. He offered economic help to the school, but she did decline to take any school. Still, Montessori school is run successfully, but she took a retirement and came to Ghaziabad. His last days, she remained in Ghaziabad, and she lived a long life of 92 years. But she actively did not participate in political struggle after independence. She devoted her life to the social and the educational cause, just to teach poor boys, poor child. That was her main task. So she was a great lady, great lady. Such a great lady should be remembered in the revolutionary struggle. Very few people knew when she died in Ghaziabad. Even the colony people did not know that such a great revolutionary lady was living in that colony of Ghaziabad. So that is a great misfortune of this country, that we do not know about our great revolutionaries, those who have sacrificed their lives for the nation. वो कैसे कैसे लोग थे, जिए तो इस तरह जिए कहानियों में ढल गए, मरे तो इस तरह के अर्थ मौत का बदल गए। शुक्रिया, धन्यवाद, जय हिंद, जय भारत।